In this video, we will show you how to add an individual Bonanza item to Sku Grid for tracking and repricing. Once you have logged into Sku Grid, you'll be on the My Items tab. Click Add Item. You will be presented with the Add a Single Item form. The first field is your reference ID. You can choose to enter what you like here. It can be anything used to help you identify the product. Some people put product SKUs and some like to put just a few keywords. Enter your reference information here. Next is your supplier's item link or supplier URL. This will be the URL for the product at your supplier. Paste in the URL here. Be sure to use a clean URL. Typically, anything starting with a /ref or question mark on down can be deleted as it will throw off your tracking. If a drop-down appears after you load a supplier URL, be sure to change default to the pricing option that you want to use. If you do not see this drop-down, please disregard as it only applies to certain stores. Next is the supplier's variation name. Enter the supplier's variation name exactly as it is on the supplier's site if it is a supplier that does not have a unique URL for each variation. If your supplier variation has more than one selection that needs to be made before adding the item to cart, you will need to separate the different attributes with a vertical line made by pressing Shift and \. If the supplier has unique URLs when you select a variation, you do not need to enter a variation name. The next field is maximum days before dispatch at the supplier. This is how long the supplier is allowed to take to ship the item before Sku Grid considers the item to be out of stock. By default, this is set to Use Global. This means that it will take the amount of days from this setting in your General Settings tab. Most accounts are defaulted to 7 days in their general settings unless you've modified it. So this would be saying, if the supplier will take more than 7 days to ship my item, treat it as out of stock. If you want a setting other than your global setting to use, for example, if you know the supplier will take a long time to ship, you can override that setting here. Otherwise, leave it at Use Global. Scroll down to Compare to Item link. If you choose to use this field, as it is optional, this will be the link to your Bonanza item. You can obtain that link by going to your booth on Bonanza and clicking on the View button on the product to view the item. Then copy the URL in your browser and paste it into the Compare to Item link field. Note: Compare Item URL only serves to display your current price and stock on the grid and is used in the calculated display of estimated profit. It does not affect the updating of your item. If you are using a compare item URL that has a variation, then you would enter that variation in the compare to variation name field. Otherwise, leave it blank. Estimated profit formula. This field will override the estimated profit formula on your Profit Formulas tab. It can be left blank if you are not using a compare item URL, or if you are, but you're fine with the profit formula on your Profit Formulas tab being used to calculate estimated profit. Note: this does not change the pricing of your item. It only is used to determine how to calculate and display estimated profit on the grid. If you need to override the profit formula on your Profit Formulas tab, then click the Override Default Profit Formula. You can then choose to enter just a fee percentage calculated based off of your selling price. For example, I might enter 7 here, rounding up, if my Bonanza fees are 3.5 and my PayPal fees are about 3%. Or you can create a long written profit formula of your own. Next is your selling marketplace. Change: do not update my item to the Bonanza marketplace that you are selling on. Next is your marketplace item ID. Previously, you should have configured your Bonanza marketplace settings. If you choose to reprice by product ID, then you will obtain that product ID from the end of your item URL. Or if you choose to reprice by merchant SKU in your settings, then you can scroll down on your Bonanza product page and you will see your merchant SKU displayed. Either of these would be your marketplace ID, depending on what you choose in your marketplace settings. Paste in your market ID and be sure not to copy in any extra white space before or after the ID number. If you listed a multi-variation listing on Bonanza, then you would enter your variation name for this entry in Sku Grid by entering the label name, a vertical line, and then the variation. If there are more than one part to the variation, then you would separate the second label with a comma as shown here. Note, you will need to create a Sku Grid entry for each of your variations with all of the same information. The only things that would change would be your supplier URL and or supplier variation and your Bonanza variation. If you do not have a multi-variation Bonanza item, you can leave this field blank. Next is pause repricing. Leave this at no if you want Sku Grid to be able to update your price and or stock. Change it to yes if you do not want Sku Grid to be able to make any changes to your listing. Pause items still get the supplier URLs and compare item URLs check, but Sku Grid does not make revisions to them. The next option is for default quantity. If you want Sku Grid to maintain a different default quantity on this particular listing than you have in your default Bonanza marketplace settings, then you can change it here. Otherwise, leave it at none. The last option is for your selling price formula. By default, Sku Grid will reprice your items based on the formula you created in your Bonanza marketplace settings. If you want to use a different formula, or you are trying to target a specific selling price or margin on this item, then you will need to click Override Default Selling Formula and use the Formula Wizard to create a new formula that yields the selling price that you want on Bonanza. Leave this at Use Default Formula if you do not want to use an override formula on this item. When you are finished, click Add Item. You will see an alert that a single item was added to the table. Initially, the item may show up with the supplier information as vendor if the URL has not been previously scraped by our system. Please allow Sku Grid time to check and update the. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.